Woke up because I did. So I'm getting that somebody's like very going to be doing magic all day to manifest this Halloween. Something about Halloween, like it being Halloween. Yeah, heavy, heavy, heavy. Okay? They want someone to look unclear. There's some sort of death magic that somebody's wanting to do. It's going to backfire. So it's going to backfire big time. So just don't do that. Don't participate in this. If somebody's trying to get you to do something ritualistic today, don't partake in it. Okay? Do not partake in it. It'll come back. You will receive that. Okay? From trying to take it from somebody else, like to give it to somebody else, you will receive that, and you'll be very unsatisfied with what you produce with that. Okay? Somebody's also trying to passionately be like, yes, that is true. Yes, that is true. Right? So there's like a distraction. Someone wants to distract you from your work so that what they say that you do looks accurate because you don't have an alibi or you're not accounted for that day or something like that. They want to be able to call you out for something. Call you out. Somebody also may be calling to be like, yeah, it is positive. It is positive from this passion. So this could be like passion with the judgment. This could be a pregnancy, an unplanned pregnancy. Somebody's not going to want this pregnancy. They're not going to want it. So just a heads up there. This could also be an STD with the passion and the plus. You know how they say no call is a whatever? Like if you're getting tested for something, they're like, no call is a good call or something like that. When you're getting tested for something, someone's going to get this call with a plus when it has to do with being passionate. Okay? So somebody will get the call, and that's not a good thing because then that means that they have something, right? Ungrateful. Ungrateful about, like, somebody had a get out of jail free card or something like that because they were working along with these law officials, these crooked law officials, to defeat somebody, but somebody didn't get defeated by this. Okay, they knew that these people were crooked. They knew that these people were partnering up with criminals. Okay, so therefore these law officials are criminals, and this person passionately called it out. They knew exactly what it was. So it's like, yeah, this person had a deal with these crooked law officials, but when the person that they were passionately trying to call judgment upon called it out, they kept on pushing it. So now with all this wreckage, these crooked law officials are like, man, you are ungrateful. They're calling this witch ungrateful. Like, you had a chance. We gave you this chance. It didn't work. You should have called it off. Like, if it didn't work, you should have called it off. Like, this person seems very ungrateful to even these crooked law officials because they're like, why didn't you stop? They're being ungrateful because they want to stay out of jail. And they had that option, but they just kept pushing it, kept doing it over and over and over and over and over. Now these crooked law officials are like, you're so ungrateful. I mean, we kept you out of jail this time we kept you out of jail. And now that we can't now because the wreckage is so huge with these crimes of passion, now somebody's having a pity party, trying to stay out of jail still. But these crooked law officials are even looking at this criminal like, you're so ungrateful. We've kept you out of jail like how many times, right? You should have knew when to stop doing this. And this person's just so ungrateful. Like, you should have stopped a long time ago. Instead of kept pushing it. Now that these criminal law officials are like, you're ungrateful. Okay, because we enforce this plan. We enforce you causing chaos to somebody, okay, against this family. We reinforce this chaos for you, and you're still ungrateful. Okay, that's this power trip behind the scenes. Like, these crooked law officials backed this person, reinforcement, okay, in causing a family distress, a family depression. They ruined this family, okay? And now these law officials are depressed because they reinforce this shit, okay? And this person who's ungrateful, who kept pushing it behind the scenes, okay, on a power trip because they had reinforcement from these crooked law officials, they're depressed, okay? They're gathering people, delusional people, thinking that they can work something up. This person's a hypocrite, but they're gathering people. Like, it's a delusion to ever think that will work, okay? And it will backfire. You will be unsatisfied with this. And like, if you're trying to stay out of jail, this ain't it. This isn't it. Like, someone's hate, someone's passion to just be a hater it's turned into complete delusion here. You no longer have that reinforcement from these law officials, okay? You will be a pawn if you keep pushing it. You just will. Because these law officials aren't going to want to be defeated. Right? It's like you were a reinforcement for a while, but now that they know about this, like, illusion to have this power trip, to have them on your side, to just defeat somebody else, it's you'll be the pawn. You'll be the one that gets thrown under the bus. It'll exasperate this energy that's going on now. But that's fated to happen. Like, do it then. If that's what you want to do, then do it. Do it. Do you not know when somebody's trying to egg you on? That's fate for bringing in false information, to have someone be looked into over and over, persistently bringing in false information upon somebody. Just keep doing it. Do it then. If that's what you want to do, that's the energy here, then fucking do it. You'll only be unsatisfied is the thing. It's like, this is delusional. It is delusional at this point, right? And if you can't read that out of this situation, well, then just go do it. Just do it. Somebody is unsatisfied because they want to keep a cycle open. They want to keep a cycle open of having somebody's income come, like, they have it set up. I'm getting on the internet. They have it set up in a way where somebody makes them money. They're like monetizing somebody, okay? In many different ways. They're like the director of this person's finances. Okay, because they're directing this hate crime, they're having a fall from grace. People are looking at them like this person's reputation is trashed. When they used to be popular, when their illusion was working, when their behind the scenes illusion was working, they were popular. Now they're seeing that they can't order people to come in. They can't order people to come into this person's life and move into calmer waters. That's their fall from grace. So this false start that they wanted somebody else to have by sending other people in, this is the entirety of their false start. Like, it could have lasted for however long, say for years. And they thought that they had this power, this upper hand behind the scenes. But it's like those how many years that you had this person monetized or at a false start themselves within anything that they try to do in their life, it was an illusion. That power trip you've been on for years is the illusion. Okay? And it's like all these years that you thought that you had the upper hand was your false start. Because you will get caught up in this. Okay? And it's like that is the entire illusion. You thought that you had the upper hand this entire time, when this entire time, that was your false start. You were ahead and now you're back. Okay? Yeah, somebody was like spying on somebody's life just in order to have them have false starts. False starts in receiving anything. Anything. See the pentacles here? This is what I mean by monetization. Like they were receiving things off the back of this person, and this person didn't even know, or they could have known intuitively, but it was never made aware to this person. Okay? And it's because of these law officials reinforcing it. Okay? Corruption. They didn't look into this, okay? This is looking into something. They didn't look into this on purpose. They didn't look into somebody spying on purpose, okay? Remember, for example, when I finally got proof that my phone was illegally tapped, and I went in and I did a report, okay? An actual report. They called me within not even 24 hours and closed my file. That's a good example of these people not looking into something for real, for a certain reason, okay? Corruption. They didn't want to look into it. They already knew. They didn't want to look into something because they knew that if they looked into something that it would be something bigger, right? Entrapment. They didn't want to look into it because they know that somebody was financially benefiting off of somebody. They know it's true, okay? They know what you're saying is true. That's why they don't want to look into it. Somebody's heavily trying to do magic too to keep you from inspiring. So if you do any sort of work that like inspires or guides people in the right direction, they're doing magic to make you not feel like you don't want to go to work. This morning, I didn't want to do this read. I didn't want to come on and read. Okay, I did it anyways. So just make sure that you're just like handing over that energy and doing it anyways, because once you start speaking, you'll get into the groove. Like I didn't think that I had anything to say this morning. Okay, I turned the camera on, I started talking, and it's just flowing, right? So that is an illusion. So just hand that energy over and do it anyways. Somebody's caught stealing, being a snake, ordering people around to snake somebody, snake somebody's work. Somebody's caught stealing somebody's work. Okay, I'm also getting that somebody wanted to get a copyright. Somebody wanted to get a copyright for their work, okay, and it's work that they're stealing from somebody else. So it's like, just because you copyright your work doesn't mean you didn't steal that from somebody else. Like, that's just not going to work. Somebody wants to get a copyright so that they can turn around and, like, sue the person that they stole this work from. Like, what? That's a delusion as well. And when you do that, if you sue somebody like that, certain investigations need to happen to see if that's even accurate. Okay? So you might be the very reason that you get caught up. Like what? That's a delusion. You can't get a copyright and sue the person you're stealing that work from. It doesn't work like that. Okay? That's what somebody was working on. Because they want this new beginning. They want to look innocent. They want to look innocent, but then control a situation too. Someone's a fucking control freak. Like a huge control freak. Damn. Like, how does that even make any sense? It doesn't. That's why delusion is out here. This is a phone call about judgment. Somebody's trying to like call people and make people cast judgment upon somebody. They want to ruin their character. Okay? Somebody wants to say that somebody is like a prostitute so that they can continue stealing from them. But I don't understand how to connect the dots there. Like what's that gonna do? Okay? You're lying and this person will ignore you because you're lying. Like what? I don't get that. The Emperor in reverse. Somebody's been networking to steal. Like they have phone call information. Like something about a phone call. Like there's a lot of proof here. A lot of proof here. There's a certain judge who's very passionate about like networking and calling judgment upon somebody. Okay? This is a judge. This is a judge that helps somebody steal. This person who's delusional. They were sleeping with a judge. And that's exactly how they're able to have this go through the courts. Is have this person's finances go to another person. Okay? And have this person be able to illegally tap somebody else's phone. Okay? This judge has like lawyers and cops who work for them. Or like they know who to call, right? They know who to call with this networking. Like I know who to call. I know who to call. Okay? Because they work in this field. They want someone to seem unbalanced. Okay? I'm also getting like they manipulated someone's blood work. Okay, so if you went in for blood work, they manipulated it to seem like you're unbalanced. They like switched it up, or like they fucked it up somehow, somebody's health records, or they switched it up with somebody else's blood work. Yeah, to do with somebody's purity. They wanted someone to look unpure, but it's just not true. It's not true. Okay, that was the blood work or the results of these past people, not you. Okay, that's what they were working on. Gathering like things like this as like proof, but it's just not true. Ungrateful. This judge could have something, okay? Or they could have somebody pregnant. They put power into the wrong hands is what this judge did. They made a poor judgment call by putting power in the hands of someone that they were sleeping with. Ungrateful. Somebody wanted to blindside someone by putting them in jail because they didn't bow down. They didn't bow down to them. They just let go. They released this, right? They let something go. They released this. They expected someone to retaliate and they didn't. Okay? So because they didn't retaliate, they weren't able to lock this person up. They want to blindside someone, blindside someone's work. Okay? This could be that, what is it called? This could be that copyright. But you can't do that. That was never yours. That was never your product. Like, that was never your work. Okay? And then if they look into that too, this person's work will be protected. That will backfire on you, okay? Because it'll be proven. They'll look at your work and they'll look at their work and they'll see that you copied them. Okay? This is selfishness, your own selfish gain. That's how you're trying to control something. That's how you're trying to call something out, and it's inaccurate. This is a karmic read for sure. You want to steal somebody's gifts from them. You're very ungrateful for what you've stolen too. Like, you're taking these on as if they're yours, and they're not. These aren't your teachings. These aren't your experiences. This isn't how you even operate. You don't even love like this person. And this is how ungrateful you are, is because like you like attain these gifts, you attain these lessons, you attain this knowledge as if it was yours, and it's not, and that's how you're ungrateful. Okay? You didn't get this communication. You didn't get this download. And that's why this plan, it won't work. It won't work. Okay, because as soon as this person stops creating, as soon as this person stops producing, that's when you do too. Because it never was your idea. It's like it never was your work. It was never your gifts. It was never your love. So when that gets cut off, then what do you expect? Your own creativity will lack because you're not being yourself. Ungrateful. Reinforce. Somebody's family reinforced laying somebody to rest, a golden child here, by saying that they were a prostitute or something like that. They like reinforce this lie. That will be laid to rest. Okay? Yeah, you didn't say this. You kept this information to yourself. You knew that these people were trying to have this person depressed. Okay? In order to like lay to rest their healing. Okay? So you kept this information back to reinforce this person knowing, yet being like depressed about everybody knowing except for them. That's why you're holding this information back. Like, you're not even going to tell the person, you're not going to tell the person that knows you're holding back from telling the truth, that you know why they're depressed, that you know why they can't seem to start healing, or when they start their healing process, it gets stunted. Okay, because you as a family member are withholding this information, okay, which causes some sort of trauma, right? It's a re-triggering, having to be around you, you knowing this information and not letting that person know. That's a part of their trauma, okay, that you know re-triggers, okay, this depression, re-triggers this not healing, re-triggers, reinforces the depression to go on, even if it's depression. I don't even think it's depression, I think it's sadness. I think it's sadness having you be in their face and not saying anything about it, knowing that that re-triggers trauma. Yeah, you just want to go on and on, on and on, on and on, until this person like detaches from that energy though, and chooses to heal anyways. Okay? And then just doesn't tell you that they're completely detached from you emotionally. Okay, you can be in this person's face, not saying shit your entire life, and they really won't care. They'll heal anyways. You're making them stronger. Okay, so this is like reinforcing this person's strength. Damn. You see how things like come full circle? You think it's working till it doesn't. You're making that person stronger emotionally. Like on many different levels. But I'm getting like intellectual and emotional here. So you're trying to reinforce this sadness, reinforce this person not healing, reinforce this person being laid to rest by blatantly gaslighting them or being in their face and not telling this information that could lay to rest all of this sadness that could heal them. Okay? Fast, but you don't, because you want to reinforce the sadness. Okay, but that's going to work against you when this person completely detaches and heals anyways. And holds back from talking to you because they know exactly what you did to reinforce the sadness, right? So it does come full circle. It's just depending on when, and it's different for everybody. Okay, but as soon as this person gets strong enough emotionally, that's it. They're detached. Okay? And you only have yourself to blame for keeping like playing with this person's energy, for reinforcing this shit. Okay, worked with crooked law officials to defeat somebody, but somebody is not defeated, and these law officials don't want to be defeated for working along with this family and all these other ungrateful, delusional people. Okay, you couldn't end somebody. Okay, these crooked law officials work together to end somebody. I'm getting poisoning, but it's different for everybody. But they actually tried to kill somebody. Okay, with death magic as well, with conflict. They wanted these people to bring them conflict because this person's confident in what they do. They're confident in what they say, and that is a threat. They wanted this person to look unclear in their messages, but that's just not going to work. It just comes out, something comes out very direct. And these people look delusional. They look unclear. Okay, someone's trying to get their story straight. Someone's trying to get their story straight, but it's been different, okay? It's like they regroup every so often to get their story straight, but like it's weird because I feel like Spirit's going to have these person questioned in the middle of trying to get their story straight. So they continuously do this over time, like regroup to get their story straight, but I'm getting like before they're able to regroup next time, someone will come in and question the right person, okay? And their story won't be straight. It just won't be. It'll be, yeah, it'll throw it off balance. They like behind the scenes voyeured someone in order to throw them off balance. This was directed to happen, okay? There's a lawyer here. That's a lawyer. He's very unbalanced behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, stole this money and ordered these people to like put devices in this person's home on a power trip. They took orders. The reason that this lawyer had this happen was because they knew somebody was innocent. And they wanted some sort of evidence to like have them seem unpure. So they directed someone to like bring negativity, okay, bring obsession, bring like some sort of attack to this person's life, so that when they were voyeuring in on this person, they would seem unpure, they would seem unauthentic, okay, and then they could keep their innocence. They could keep their innocence because this person would be seen in a certain light. This person would be like tripping. I'm getting like they wanted to catch this person like tripping. Also, someone's looking into someone. They want this person to seem like a witch. But it's delusional because like they do this ritualistic behavior. And they videotaped it. Somebody's trying to defend themselves. I don't know, man, but they're trying to say somebody else is a witch and they're a witch and people know this. They like videotape themselves doing it. Somebody videotaped themselves doing ritualistic things. Okay, there's lots of videos of this, like a lot of these people grouping up and doing ritualistic things, and I'm getting like it's like sexual things, and they're trying to defend themselves. They're trying to defend their own delusion. But it's like you grouped up so many people over time that these people that you grouped up, they know that you do that. Somebody's trying to defend what they stole. And they're paying these people that they grouped up. Like they're paying these people. Somebody received finances for watching somebody. Okay? And they're like making bets and shit. They're watching this person to see whether or not their magic worked. And then they're watching this person just call them out for celebrating off of their finances, okay? But this person there's so many videos. Like I'm getting like snippets of videos and it's like group sex. This person is maintaining their independence. It doesn't matter how many people you bribe, this person will defend those people off because they'll get a certain energy. Yeah, enlightenment. They'll get a certain energy. They won't get hung up by this, okay? It's in the reverse. They won't get hung up by this. You know how like when you interact with somebody, but you're like, I don't know, just something in me said not to go with that person, or something in me made me disgusted by that person in that moment. It made me turn around and like just keep walking, right? You can't really explain it. It's just intuitively, you know that that person's trying to one up you or have something on you, right? So if you have that feeling of like you're around someone and all of a sudden you get disgusted by their energy, trust that, because like that, I'm getting that's exactly what's gonna like lead you to maintain your independence when it comes to these people who are doing this group sex ritualistic thing. I don't know, it's really weird, but like something in you is just gonna like disgust you or repulse you about that person when you thought that that person was all right a day ago. Okay? So really trust that energy, because that's what I'm getting. Like someone's just all of a sudden gonna repulse you and you're gonna want to ghost them. Ghost them. Okay, that'd be my advice. Like you gotta follow those feelings, because you never really know what people are a part of. You never really know what people are capable of. And that's what this person's doing. They're being a part of this group sex thing. But yeah, there's like law officials who are seeing this turn around, right? And they're seeing this criminal as being ungrateful. But these law officials are criminals, okay? There's so many like cops, lawyers, and judges that help these like underhanded, underground things go on. You are a criminal, okay? You're not. You may be, that may be your job title, but you and God, okay, and many intuitives know that you're criminals. Like, sure, that's your job title, but really, you're a fucking criminal. And that's just the truth. Like, one of the worst, right? Because you underhandedly do stuff and have things go ahead. Have the go ahead with your power, right? You're the worst criminal. Anyways, have a good day, people. Follow your intuition. If you have those urges, listen to them. Okay, there's a reason that your body's reacting that way. Have a good day.